Next, we have Caleb Cain. Caleb is the acting chief forester, a member of the Cherokee Nation, and has worked for the BIA for over 23 years. His normal position is projects forester with the central office, which he has been in for 4 years. Caleb started his career as a Pathways intern while attending Oklahoma State University.
All right, well, good morning. So Eastern Band of Cherokee, thank you for a great week. It's been awesome. ITC, Cody, knocked it out of the park again, so thank you guys for that. Looking around the room this week, there's a lot of BIA folks here. We haven't seen this turnout for a while from our BIA staff, so thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting the tribes out here we have going on. 9 out of the 11 regional foresters are here this week, which I have not seen in quite a few years. So thank you all for showing up for this. So for the tribes in the room, 9 out of 11, go pick on your regional forester this week if you see them walking down the hall. So they need it every now and then. So Pete's not here. He's on a detail with DC for acting chief of staff for a while, and so you got me for the week. So thank you. Get into the report here. I got bad news right off the bat. How do I do this? Right arrow. Nope. Where am I pointing? All right, that worked. There we go. All right, we stalled the bad news for a bit. So we did take a loss this year for 24 for BIA Forestry. The first number there is for TPA. We're down a little under $1 million this year. This is what actually funds our staff. It's what builds our programs, is TPA funds. So taking a loss on this one is, it starts affecting capacity building down the road. So that's what I don't like about this one. Moving on into forestry projects for FY24, that's $2.2 million loss compared to last year. When we think about the forestry projects, that's your forest development, thinning, your planting, comb collection. So $2 million loss on that one could be we stalled on a project. Maybe we have to stall 2 or 3 years off of it. So it has a long-term effect of what this money sitting here right now does for us. So hopefully for 25, we are able to get this back and actually get some gains going. ITC's been trying to hit with the IFMAT report for the $100 million more we need, and we took a $3 million loss. So, Cody, can you step your game up next year a little bit more? All right, I appreciate that. It's hurting a little bit. But, hey, we're trying. It's all we can do. So, some accomplishments for FY23, 274 million board feet harvested. That is lower than what we historically have. So, I know it's looks really nice here, but our number should probably be about double that right now. You take double that right now with the 50 million in receipts, that number will be higher when we start producing more volume. So building that capacity up, getting our programs where they need to be at, we're going to start seeing more revenue going back to tribes. With our accomplishments for 23, almost 14,000 acres for thinning. Some couple other big numbers in here, almost 20,000 acres being planted. Site prep of 23, almost 24,000 acres, which is good. We're seeing acres being completed off the funding we're getting. More funding, we could actually get a few more acres done, and that's the goal down the road. So for seedlings wise, looks like 3.3 million seedlings grown this year. We do have some tribal greenhouses that's been coming in the works for last year with bill funding. And I know Wildland Fire has another proposal coming out, or that's out right now for greenhouses. So if that's something you all are interested in, work with your regions, get a proposal in. There's been a big push on this end, and we're excited to see what's moving within the greenhouse side. Portable infrastructure, these are for a lot of programs that are not a big boy program. They're not harvesting millions of board feet. but you can look at what they are harvesting that's going back to the local community, which is huge. You know, looking at the corral fencing here, the next one, you know, we're putting people to work. Here's ice shacks being built, Nez Perce firewood yard. So small investments are getting us some work being done out there. So keep it up. If you are interested in having some projects done, get a hold of us. We'll see what we have. Just realize we're in a loss this year, so there's not extra sitting around as much to do these projects, but we're going to try and get to that point. You guys heard about me talk about the timber team on Tuesday briefly. Here's their accomplishments, and this is from May of 23 to May now. These folks are traveling all across the country and really getting some good work done. So a couple more pictures just to show that they are working. Some people don't believe it at times. I'll flip back in case you want to see it again. They're still working. But, you know, with this stuff here, we're always looking for extra help on any assignment. So if you want to come out and join for the remaining schedule, we have Yakima all lined up, Tulip Warm Springs, and getting into Southwest after that in the Western region. So come out and join us. We can move money down if you need it to cover some salary, you know, anywhere from travel. It's a fun time. It's a good crew that we have. I hope you guys had a chance to meet them, walk around the hallway this week. I believe one of them was right next door to the room that went off for the fire alarm this morning. So I'm not 100% sure it's not one of our timber team members, but he did claim he was next door. So y'all take it at that. You know, another thing here that's out there is that our dashboard for the timber team, what all's been done for the last 4 years. We posted the website in the ITC newsletter, and next quarter we'll throw it back in there again. So if you all are interested in seeing what's happening out there, click on the dashboard. It'll also show you which regions are getting more love than the other ones, and the reason why is one regions might be getting more proposals in compared to another region. So see which ones getting the big wins and which ones aren't on the bottom of the screen. Right now we're fully staffed with the timber team, which is awesome. It's like I said, last year we was down to 2, and now we're back to 7, and we're getting a lot of accomplishments rolling with that one. You know, get your proposals in. We're booked for 25, or for 24, but for 25 we're still accepting proposals for next year. So plan ahead. Think 9, 10, 12 months in advance, year and a half. I don't care. Just get his proposal in for next year if you're wanting for us to come out and join you all. So the FIP staff here, I've been kind of questioning this photo inventory. Is it a Python deal? I'm not really sure what they're surveying in here, but sure looks like it could be a Python deal. I ain't going. But what a good crew. You know, that's teaming up with the Eastern region there, smiling in the picture. Another good part about us, we only have one vacancy right now within forest inventory and planning. So we are basically fully staffed. You know, another thing here we're looking at is NASP. Still continuing that. If you do have folks going through NASP, be sure to have them get the task book when they're done and have that completed. So on this update here, 19% of the projects are currently located in Lakewood, while the other 81% is out in the field. So if you want to look at the distribution-wise, we're not holding up as much as some people like to claim we are. So if you are having if one of your projects is at FIP on that end, get a hold of us. We'll see where it's at, but majority of the work is actually out in the field. You know, accomplishments this year, we are working on some like Chapter 8 and Chapter 9 being updated right now. There's been a few folks from the regions working on this, and maybe even some of the agencies too. So awesome, thank you for that. One last shameless plug for us. Scan that thing. I don't know, it takes you to Facebook, I believe. So give it a whirl, like, share, whatever it does for these things. I don't know, I don't use it hardly. But, you know, on this whole Facebook side of sharing our story, send us your accomplishments report. Send us a success story. Send us something that you want to share what's going out there. we look at the amount of news coming out of Indian country within forestry, at least for Indian forestry, is very little. So what we can do to try to get success stories of what you all are doing out there, we would love to hear it. So work with your regions and shoot that up to us, and we can get something going, whether it's on Facebook or X or whatever it is, and then we can also do some smaller stories. And I think we're also looking at, working with other partners of trying to get some stories going out of Indian country. So with that, thank you.